Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Continuing to monitor the Cortez Bridge webcam, which will be our northernmost extent of fog sinking southward from areas where it's very thick around the Big Bend region into Pinellas County. But so far, so good. A little more haze, perhaps, in the view of some of the street lights off in the distance. But all in all, everything looks pretty good. So that's good news. We have 63 degrees, Wauchula, Arcadia, Mayaca at 62, so is Parrish and Bradenton. Lakewood Ranch at 63, Sarasota the same, Venice 64, Inglewood the same. And then you get into the 63s again in Northport and in Punta Gorda. Longboat Key a little bit warmer at 66. Temperature and dew point are pretty close together. 63 temperature, 62 dew point. That brings us to 97% relative humidity. With that kind of thick humidity, there's always the potential for some fog to form if other conditions are right. The thing that is not so right today is that we have a south-southeast wind at about 3, and that's tending to take the thick sea fog that is located just to our north and blow it back away from our coast instead of toward our coast. If we had had more of a westerly wind this morning, we would have seen a lot more fog around, particularly in Manatee County. But everything right now is looking pretty good. We have 9-mile visibility in Venice, but just to the north of us, we have visibilities reduced to a quarter mile in some locations. Some sensors are not picking up the dense fog like this one in Brooksville, but there are some pockets of some denser fog in those locations. It's all sea fog that's blowing on shore just to the north of us, and in fact some areas are showing some pretty dense fog, but look how it's kind of tending to retreat over the last few hours on our satellite photo. That's the fog and low clouds out there, and that's because of that general southeast wind at the surface. The air at the surface is moist, it's humid. The air aloft, not so much, pretty dry. So that's going to lead, I think, to a lot of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. The sunshine is going to bring our temperatures up to about 78 by noon and 81 as we head into 3 o'clock. We'll watch for lots of sun to start your day with temperatures in the 70s pretty quickly. As we head into the noontime hour, we'll start to pop into some 80s, maybe even some mid-80s in well inland areas, and then this evening back down into the 70s with a fair amount of sunshine. Looks like it'll be a beautiful evening with a gorgeous sunset. Don't think we'll see much in the way of rainfall at all today or through the weekend. Maybe a little sea fog might start to develop overnight, and it's possible as we develop a more westerly wind over the weekend that tomorrow morning we could have a bigger issue with fog near the coast. We'll wait and see how it plays out. We have lots of rainfall activity from New York stretching through Cincinnati back toward Texas. That's all part of a frontal boundary that will in no way impact the state of Florida. We're all about our high-pressure ridge developing a west wind for boaters today. The winds will be fairly light over the weekend. Smooth conditions anticipated today and probably right straight through the weekend, so good boating weather. 81, our daytime high today. Tomorrow the same. Sunday the same. We'll probably start warming as we head into Monday, and then as we get into next work week, I think we'll be looking at temperatures that'll probably top out in the mid-80s. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if inland temperatures away from the sea breeze are in the upper 80s to pretty close to the 90-degree mark in some locations. I think too early. Back to you.